Hey guys, it's Trish and welcome back for another Dress It Up video. Today we're going to be making a super fun project, and that's going to be an elastic bracelet. We're going to be using some really fun stuff today. To start with, we're going to need some Tsum Tsum buttons. These are going to be our focal. Some beautiful Jessie James beads. I'm using the mix in mini mix, the ice cream mini mix in strawberry cream. You're going to need a variety of micro heart buttons, some elasticity, and some GS Hypo Cement, or any kind of glue would really work for this. Okay guys, so let's get started on this super fun project. I'm showing you here that I did pull out 3 flowers from the Very Perry Fancy Button Mix. And I decided to use the stiletto micro hearts. And, of course, I pulled out Marie because who goes better with this mix but Marie? So I'm pulling my elasticity out, and you can see I'm going to be stretching it. I'm just kind of, giving it a few stretches. So when we go to tie the bracelet, it'll be easier to tie and it'll be less likely for it to come loose on you. So I'm just going to start picking some random beads that I think would look nice on my bracelet. And it's as easy as stringing on the beads. And most of the beads in this mix will fit over the elasticity. And this is the 1 millimeter that I am using here today. Most elastic cords would work, anything from your craft store. So now we're going to start stringing on our heart buttons. These micro minis are absolutely adorable, and they come in quite a few different colors in each packet. So you can do like an ombre effect with them, and I love them. And what I'm doing is I'm putting these hearts on, and I'm using the opposite hole every time that I put the heart on. That gives it like a really cool way to hang, and it gives it a little bit more dimension. And then I'm just going to show you here, I'm going to pick up one of these long beads, and you can use any bead that you want that'll fit behind your button, but you will need some supporting beads in behind your button. And I'm showing you here, I'm putting this flower button on after I put that supporting bead on, and I'm showing you it here. It does make a big difference, guys. And then I'm going to take the one for the other side and put it on. And it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be supported. And it's going to look nice when you put the bracelet on. They're going to face forward for you. So now that I've put some more beads on, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to put my Marie button on. And I'm going to use those same micro hearts. And I like how it gives you that ombre effect. Like I mentioned, it just really looks super cute, especially next to Marie with her little pink bow. But I'm just going to put those on. Each side I'm going to go in one side, and then the next one the other side. And then we're going to also be doing this supporting bead behind Marie as well. And I decided I was going to use the same supporting bead for all of them because it seemed like those little rectangle beads worked really well to support all of the buttons equally. So I'm pulling that out now, and I'm going to put that on. Just kind of going over the same thing that we did on our last button. We'll get that put on there, and then Marie will come. Cutie patootie. And she's going to be supported quite nicely. Even though her size is a little bigger than the flowers, she still came out real well. It supported her real well there. So I'm putting that on, and then we're going to put the hearts on the other side. And I'm showing you there, guys. This technique works wonderfully. If you're just going to leave your shanks on your buttons and just slide them right on to your bracelet. So here, guys, I'm going to add the last few beads on to support our little flower that we put on. And then we're going to move on to getting the bracelet tied off. And I'm just giving you a look there to see each one has support from the beads. So to get into tying your bracelet off, it's a fairly simple procedure. You just want to do your first knot that's right over left. And you can see I'm kind of taking my pinky and my ring finger and putting pressure down on that original knot down there as I'm making the second knot that is the left over right. And then we're just going to go ahead and do a right over left just for good measure. I'm giving it a fairly good tug here, guys, as you can see. I just want to make sure that all of my knots are secure. And I'm doing my last knot there. And I'm giving it a good tug. And then what you want to do is test your knot. You see how I'm stretching the bracelet? The knot's not slipping. The next step we're going to do here is we're going to glue our little knot. I use this GS Hypo Cement, but really anything would work if you have maybe some super glue or something like that. Now, Elmer's glue wouldn't work, or, you know, that kind of stuff. But you need something that's kind of like the consistency of super glue. So I'm just warming it up with my hand here using the GS Hypo Cement. And you don't even have to squeeze it. It just creates a dot of glue on the end without even squeezing it. And I'm just putting it generously onto that knot, trying not to get it onto my beads. And I'm going to let it set just for maybe about 15 minutes. And here we are back. And all we have to do now, guys, is just trim off those ends. And when you trim them, guys, try to leave about 1 millimeter of the cord there. Don't trim tight up against your knot. It just keeps the knot from slipping as easily, I believe anyway. Now, when you have your knot done there, you can choose to put like a crimp cover over top of it, or if you put a larger whole bead beside it, you could pull the knot into it. But it doesn't bother me because it's clear and it really doesn't show up. So here it is, our final creation, our elastic stretch bracelet that anybody can make. It's super easy and it came out super cute. And I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I had a great time making it. And I'll see you in the next one.